All aboard, it's Jang here with a look at a medieval themed Playmobil set. This is the Falcon Knights Multiple Ballista. This 45-piece set comes with 3 figures, 1 horse, and the ballista itself. Now, I'm not sure if anything quite like this existed back in those days, but it doesn't matter. This is a very good toy right here because you can select between either firing missiles, firing projectiles, or standard impact projectiles. You rotate this around, you can adjust the angle of fire. It's got several or a number of different points where it can just lock in all the way almost to vertical, so you can try different shots and just keep switching to different projectiles until you get the right distance. Helps kids to learn about arcing shots. You know, it's a good thing for understanding geometry. This is the firing pin right here. These are all spring loaded when you put them in there, and you just push this right from the end and it just kind of dislodges it a little bit and allows the spring to do its thing and shoot the projectile out. Comes out with enough force to go a pretty decent distance, but not enough force to cause any damage to kids. This is rubber tipped right here, so it's not gonna take out any eyes or anything. Similarly, with these, it's the exact same kind of thing. They're just spring loaded in there. Once again, rubber tip. It's a silicone rubber, so it's not too hard. There's no point on there, and you can just switch between the 2 different ones. So use these for taking out individual soldiers or going against a wall or something, and use this against targets that can be lit on fire that are made of wood. But they both work the same. But what's great here is that you get a whole bunch of them, so you don't have to just keep reloading. You can just keep going back and forth between different ones. 6 shots in total. This is a pretty simple thing to put together when it comes out of the package, because most of the parts are already assembled. The whole core firing part, a magazine, is put together. You add on the end here, you add this around here, which is not a real rubber band. It's just for looks, you know, that there's no real tension there. And you place it onto the base, and you've got the wheels, which can roll pretty nice and easily, actually. So that's easy to roll around, and that's pretty much it for the main function here. The selection of figures included with the set is very nice. This guy here is intended to be the operator of the ballista, so he's got the torch there for lighting the ones that have fire tips on them, and he's got a short sword to cut the trigger to make the thing fire, you know, so you can just have a little bit of realistic fire, and then he brings the sword down to cut something. There's nothing actually to cut there, but you know, it's just for a little bit of realism there. And he's got a little bit of armor on him. He's also got the scabbard on the back. I don't know why he's leaning forward, but he's got the, I guess it's because of the weight that's on the front. He's got this one little bit that's able to hold that sword when he's not using it. Next up there, you've got the archer. He's a heavily armed archer, and he also has a sword, and he also has a shield, and he's on horseback. So this guy's doing it all. He's really a jack of all trades. Well armored also. He's actually got a crossbow, not a regular bow there, so he'd be shooting out bolts, although they do give him a standard bow style quiver with arrows rather than bolts. And this is just 3 pieces of plastic that are folded together, so it's actually going to stay in there. It's mostly just for looks. You don't really use these or anything, but it makes for a nice look rather than it all being molded in there. He's got a really nice sword, that black sword with the very nice hilt to it. And I also like the materials that are on the horse, with a little bit of riveting there. It just looks kind of nice. It's not armored or anything, but it's a nice level of detail rather than just having a plain horse or just draping something ceremonial over him. And then here's the final guy. He also has a sword and a shield, but he's also got a double-sided one-handed axe here. So more variety. Once again, leaning forward just a little bit. Not as much as the other guy, though. A little bit of variance, I guess, in the amount of friction in the hips, but a different type of headgear on this one. So yeah, again, it's just all about variety here. You get different types of weapons, different types of rolls, and of course you can swap different folks back and forth and swap around their headgear and whatnot to make them do different things. So I really like the figures that are included, and I definitely like the main thing, the main core feature of the set, the ballista itself. It's just great for play. Not the most realistic looking thing, but I really appreciate how much range it has for angling it up and down. I think that that's just a good thing to get kids into the general thought of planning out a shot. You know, it encourages patience, it encourages thinking about geometry even if they don't want to. You know, it's just kind of a subconscious thing that ends up just teaching a little bit, I think. So I'm happy with this one overall. Please do share your thoughts, what you think about this set, if you would like to, by leaving a comment down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you'll stick around to check out more videos, because more are on the way very, very soon. Bye for now.